Uh, I want to clarify again that I had a lot of technical difficulties before starting this session. I was gonna do it in my new computer, but I wasn't able to pass all the files, so I will have to do it on this computer, which is my old one, and it works kind of slow, so you'll have to bear with me. But in this computer I got all my files where I make the music, so that's what I want to make this session about. So it was the only way to use this computer, so yeah, we'll have to do it that way. I will start sharing the screen, so I'll show you first the piece, and then I'll go to the file, so I can show you each stem and in a deconstruct the whole bit, so you can see how the whole music is composed. I'm gonna show you first the piece. I'm gonna go to Foundation, and we'll start with the first piece from yh⁴, which is the collection I'm covering. Uh, Happy to be again here in this session, sharing with you. I'm more and more comfortable talking here with each session, which is also making me really good to comfortable with presenting myself and even showing my face, which is something that I'm not really used to, and it's like actually making me grow, and it's crazy because it's been only 4 sessions. It's also kind of making me uh, more comfortable with speaking in English, which is clearly not my native language, but I feel more and more comfortable, so yeah, it's great. I'm waiting because the piece is loading. This piece is the first from yh⁴. I'm gonna try to look it up inside of my computer. As I said, please bear with me because a lot of technical difficulties unexpected happened like minutes before the session, uh, but we'll be fine. I'm searching for the piece. Maybe I got it here. Okay, it's still loading on the Foundation. It's strange that these Web3 platforms are still not working that fine for me. At least I mean this Web3 with Web3 platforms, I mean the NFT ones. Like the files are still pretty heavy to be like reproducing in like high quality. Uh, so yeah, I think these technologies might get better with time. I'm waiting so I don't start share the screen while it's loading, so you can see directly the piece. Once it's loaded, it's about to load fully. So yeah, I will start sharing the screen now. Share system audio, really important in this session where I will be showing the music for my pieces, and later on the session we will start making the music for a piece that don't have sound yet, which I'm pretty excited about the result that one might have. Possibly I won't finish the music today. I don't want to rush it. We'll show you like how I might start it, and when it's finished I might show you how it did finish. Here I got the piece, which is in Foundation. First piece from yh⁴. I'm gonna put the sound so you can hear. Okay, that's the piece. I'm gonna take advantage of this moment and leave this one here with no sound. So while I show you how did the music for the one I just showed, this one can load while we do that. So yeah, Okay, now I'm gonna get into Ableton, which is the software that I use to make music. Also really cool software which changed my life. This one's not free, but you can get it for free though, which is what I did because I didn't have the money to have it. But yeah, it's a really cool software. I think it's like the that I really learned how to use, and it's actually great. To make music, Dwayne, I did try other softwares, uh, like 12, 13, 14, like connecting my guitar to directly to the computer with the aux, which is like doesn't work good, like has a lot of latency and stuff. And yeah, at that time, um, this one which is called, how is it called? Yeah, it's really known already, but it's used though, and it is fine. Remember the name? I wish I did. I don't, and it's not important. But yeah, I used a lot of softwares to make music when I was a kid because I didn't find like the actual perfect one for me. Um, Audacity, it was called Audacity. I don't know how you say it. And then I used another one. Yeah, but those ones didn't fit me well. And once I found Ableton, it was like instantly really easy for me. Ah, you have Audacity. Yeah, it's cool actually, and it's used maybe like for specific things already, like nowadays also. And yeah, I used to use Audacity when I was like 12. I plugged like guitar directly through the aux to the computer, a lot of latency. I remember I recorded my songs, rocks. I recorded them. Uh, I played the guitar. I played like the whole thing. That's crazy. Like I played like 4 different bars. I might loop that part and stuff. Like I played the whole thing without a metronome. Like 3.5 minutes playing the guitar, the whole part, and then I sang on top of that with the form of my like now. No, it was like really but I hope I had the there. It's sad because that might sound really funny. Same happened to me. Like I tried with 3D software before using Blender, and it's like it wasn't for me. I tried some that were like for architecture and from designing like furnitures and stuff, and I really didn't understand how to use it. And once I opened Blender, it was like I was like already familiar with it. You know, like every software has like different languages, and for different people works in different ways. Like luckily I found Ableton and Blender which definitely speak in my language, and I'm really comfortable with them. Okay, I'll stop talking and rambling, and I'm gonna show this piece, which is from Underwater Ghosts. This is how it sounds. If you can tell me in the chat if this is sounding good, at least pretty good, and if you can see Ableton screen, please let me know. This is the whole thing together, and I will go. Okay, that's the loop. I'm gonna check the chat if you told me can see it and hear it. That's perfect. Thank you, Noel. I actually, because of this technical difficulty, I got rid of like the plugins that were inside of this project. I just through, like, I freezed each stem, so it's just like audio. There's no like MIDI stuff, and there's no plugins inside because I already freezed them, but this was actually full of plugins and stuff. But it's actually better because this computer doesn't run too fast, and now it will, because it's not heavy at all. Now it's like just audio files. Let's start with this one, which is like the main really small piano that I took from Omnisphere, which is a plugin that I use a lot. Yeah, that sounds so organic to me, like really raw. It seems as if it was like recorded. This Omnisphere plugin is crazy, like has a lot of stuff, and you got even like from sounds that you can make for horror films to these kind of like really organic pianos, and it's like huge. The the hugest plugin I've seen, or at least like synth I've seen. It's crazy. I use it a lot. Okay, so that's like the main piano. Then I added this, which is possibly it's a different one, pretty similar though, and this to create this thing. Here I use directly a sample from yh⁴, which is an artist that a producer mainly that I listen to a lot. And yeah, I'm used to use a lot of sample packs that artists I dig make, uh, who are like really cool sound designers, and I really like to design sound, but I also like to grab things that inspire me, and like I have no barriers with that. I love sampling stuff from any place, and I feel like art is all about that, you know, like using things that it might be an inspiration, but it might also be like a tangible thing, like uh, this sample, for example, that this guy producer yh⁴ made, and I used it to make a whole different thing that from maybe what he would have used the sample to. This is a sample, and add it with this piano. There's music. I'm sorry. Here there's like some I think I'm not using that one in the actual piece. This is like some splash water sample. This is like a trickling water that keeps thing. And here we got these whooshes. This whoosh sound. Actually, try to use sample that mimics the one agent from the visual piece. That gives it like the amalgamate that way. It's just this visual piece. It might end up well, but I try to make them world. And to do that, I usually use one audio that follows the movement of some creature that makes you think that the music is really there. This whoosh sound follows maybe the movement of one or two fishes. If you see the piece, you will notice. So yeah, all compiled together with this trickling water, splash, and this sample right here. Down. and in this piece I was gonna like put a lot of 808, which is like a big bass and low bass in this second half of the video. Visual piece like gets red and changes like, but I decided to leave it like this, like it actually has a lot of, and in this second half part, like everything condenses in middle piano, which I love this melody. And we got this sample, which is really watery, from one of my most favorite plugins, which I'm gonna show in a while. Yeah, that one's beautiful. That sample is from a plugin that I'm gonna show you in a while when we start creating the underwater Kinyas. Here's some like was added in this thing, which is like a Foley thing that I possibly like got into place to feel like the space with that low-key sample. That's the whole thing. And now once again I could show you the okay, so yeah, I loved how this one ended up. Actually, these thank you, Dwayne. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, in fact, it's something that I really learned with the years. Like, it's really hard, like, to make music. At least when I started producing, it was really hard to try to add like a lot of elements to create texture and to big ambience. And with the years, I learned that it's actually pretty cool to like try to condense it. The less audio like stems that you have, the less tracks that you have, and that you can make that sound better, that the better you can do. I'm reading what Noel says. Yeah, wow, that's really cool to me. That's maybe definitely what I try to portray with this piece. Like it's definitely like day and night. Like you got the first part of the piece, which is like everything blue and suddenly turns red in the middle, and it's like, yeah, like full of like mixed emotions for me too. I'm glad that you see it that way, and I maybe knew it like in an unconscious way, but never thought of it. So yeah, I really agree. Now I'm gonna show how I did the music for Sylph, which is this butterfly ghost nest, and it have it is. Oh no, it's kind of bad how it loads. As I said, please bear with me in the technical difficulties. The piece is still loading. I'm gonna show you the screen so you can see which piece I'm talking about, because you possibly already seen it quite a lot of times, because I possibly showed my pieces a lot of times in these sessions. But I'm talking about this one, which is Sylph. This butterfly ghost nest. It's like a big nest of butterflies that are flying through the sky. And if you can see here, there's like these eggs, are the eggs from these butterflies, and to this ball, and there's where the butterfly hatches or something like that, and they turn into these flying butterflies that are here. I'm gonna turn the music on. The pieces some lag, it haven't fully. There it goes. Now it will possibly play. Okay. The sushis with the movements. This one too. I love how this one and the music is like really textury and like enormous, and it's how I wanted to portray like this big enormous nest in the sky. So I'm gonna show how it was made. Let's start with the main melody, which is made also in Omnisphere, which is this plugin I was talking about. We got this piano. Which I possibly like played. I usually play with the keys of my computer. I do have like some like MIDI keyboards, but I end up using like my mouse and the keys of my computer to make everything I make, at least inside of the computer. First play with the keys of the keypad, and then I start like getting things better with the mouse directly, like with MIDI. So yeah, this is the first piano. 4 layers of different pianos all playing around, and it makes this big. We got here this one. Now we're gonna add the other one so you can see how it's bigger. This one has a lot of texture, which gives like another layer of top that sound, and this one possibly and this one might be big. Okay. Whoa, this sounds crazy. The whole piece is around that melody, these 4 layers of piano. I added each. Yeah, that sounds really cool. Now I added this natural ambience. Fire creates this texture on the high end of the sound. Sounding pretty big already. More ambience, rain. Now this butterfly wings sound effect, which I love. I use like even in my songs, not only like for scoring a piece. Also in my songs I use like this kind of textures. Yeah, really cool. And here's more texture with wind. The wishes that I used in the other piece too, which follow the movements of the butterflies. And here we got like some kind of more whooshes and I love the result of this one too. If you got anything to ask, then I'm down to like show you anything. But if not, it's fine. It's pretty straightforward, like how this one was made. Of all the plugins that I used in this one too. Technical issue I was telling you, but yeah, as they are not like straight up songs, there's not much to them, and as I was saying, with the years I understand it that with music it's not about like adding a lot of layers, which I tended to do at the start. It's more about like small things that not too much the environment, and it's not like all understand each element and create this textural landscape. And that's what I try to do with when I'm scoring a piece. So yeah, check. I will show you another one that I made it possibly like 4 days ago. I'm gonna show you the piece so you can see it. This piece was one that I showed to you, which is here in my profile. Last piece that I uploaded, and this one is like 3 tracks. To show you this one because it's also, I was saying, like only 3 tracks, and you can create this environment. Music for that one. I'm glad that. Are you talking about like this specific piece? I'm glad that you like it. Cool. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, it's like so mecha. I love that. I'm really into that. The music also turned out pretty cool, and I made it with. I want to show you, so we can show you right now how this one works. It's really cool. This is the main melody, and it's made with this plugin that I'm telling you. It sounds so cool. How that sounds. This is the melody. I remember I played it with the, as I told you, with the keyboard, and then I started like adding stuff. Pretty simple. What I think is special to this melody is this decreasing in the pitch, like this pitch bending that I added after, and they make feeling or at the end like this. I'm possibly gonna make like a song or something with that as a main melody. Usually it happens a piece to score it for a visual piece, and then it also works as a for a song. Yeah, like the maybe a visual thing and then it ends up being like a whole song. That's really cool. That's about like that metamorphosis that happens when you're just like creating a new ideas give birth to new. This sample, which is cool. All using Kinetic Toys, which is a plugin that I'm about to show you. It's for this one. Once again, gears. Those gears are the one that are following the movement of yeah. Those effects are great, Dwayne. I'm glad that you like them. I'm possibly gonna make a song. Yeah, it inspires me that you like it that much. They are the ones that follow, at least follows like the tracking movement that this metal thing is doing. Yeah, I like, as I said, like finding like a specific piece and trying to recreate the sound of what gives it like a layer on top, which makes it feel like real. Underwater steampunk. Yeah. But kind of like a post steampunk. uh, but yeah, definitely underwater too, right? Like I can't avoid that. It looks underwatery. Like despite I didn't intend it that looks underwater, still there's something with that I just, but it's fine though because I really like it. So yeah, those are like the main elements. 8-bit sample which makes this sound. It's really and so you have this is like the Foley from the piece, and then you add this one empty without the main melody. The main melody sounds like this. And as you can see here, I have a different thing. It's how I done it ended up being a different, because it at first it was gonna be this. Sounds kind of strange. It's not that I don't like it. With this first intention, I more like a scenery and not like a main melody. As I said, sometimes I go like for try to make like an ambient scenery to do at first, but then when I created this melody here, I definitely felt that that was the go for. This sounds like really robotic. And this, nice. But yeah, it ended up being this one. The result. And so 20 minutes to go, I will start show you how starting a piece for this would be for me, but it might happen that I just started and it ends up being like a different thing. So that I wanted to cover most of this session showing you like made the ones that I got. So well, directly go and show you. As you know, this piece, the piece that I'm gonna be making the music for is this one, which is. So want to make sure I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. This is called Underwater Kenias, and You have seen this already a lot of times. I hope that you um, are fine with seeing it again. I have seen it a million times, of course. Um, I'm possibly gonna render it again because I wanna add more movement to the water. So I'm gonna take into account that when I start to make the music for it. Like, there will be more water movement. This one looks like a really dense water, which is cool, but I want to give it more movement, more organic. This is the piece, so we know it's 20 seconds. So I know that I gotta make it 96 bits per minute. And check here, it's got 8. And here you can see the mark that it says 20 seconds, so we're fine. You want to be in tempo with the piece. That's also cool because I know, like, if I make this for first compasses, and in the second half we have like a piece or something, it will be exactly at the second half of the music, so I can make a different scenery or something exactly there. I'm gonna start by showing you the plugin that I use, which is inside of Contact, which is a plugin already and has all these different patches inside of it. And this one is called Kinetic Toys, and it's really interesting. I've been using it like for years. I love it. I actually love it. I'm really used to like producing with stuff from the computer to make music. Play the guitar and play the bass and sing. I'm not used to like analog stuff regarding like stuff. I don't have any like analog stuff in those terms. So I'm really keen of finding these scenes or patches that have this, which is what I'm going for, like this kind of organic. And this one is really interesting. You have all these different sounds, and you can tweak these toys. These different sounds. It's not only super cute, but it's also super useful because it sounds great. So it's definitely my favorite. You can tweak this stuff, you can automate it, which I do a lot in my songs. Well, you can start going through. I might sounds till I might find a sound that might be reminiscent to me, to the piece that I'm gonna make the score for. Differently from other pieces, I am sure of what vibe to this piece, but I definitely know that I want it to be some kind of break here when the Kinia, which is this red one, starts appearing. So I gotta check. It will start before the fourth comp, and in the second half there's like more threatening music might start or may appear in the second half of it. But I do want to create like an ambience, like in the air and a lot of wind, maybe.
Desert.
Yeah, this one is like biomes are possibly connected between the desert and zone, which is what I was talking about the other day. from the water, and possibly the skinniest, the whales from the upper side, at least in this universe. And the Kenyans, which are these red ones, apparently go to the upper side. Find these whales because they like to eat whales. I want to create this like ambience that is reminiscent like to the desert and wind and also. But I'm not really sure about the melody. Start like searching. I usually do this with Brush. I just play. Like I just have fun and search for stuff, and I just get tries and errors, and that's how this works. Before I continue, I want to see if you're looking that. Okay, we're fine. Sorry for the volume. Let's keep on looking. Like a lot of textures can be. This one is like bugs. This is really interesting. I like that. I'm gonna record that. Yeah. That one is interesting. It actually sounds as if it was like in the forest at night, which is not about this piece. But I might just record it, and if it doesn't work for this piece, then it might work for another one. But I like the sound, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna hit record. I really like that sound. Sounds amazing. Like all these different like animal sounds that start appearing. It's so crazy. I don't even know how they did this scene. It's so good. Yeah, like it gave me a scenery that it's not belonging specifically to this piece. So I won't possibly use it for this one, but I will, like it gave me an image that it already made me think of a piece that it doesn't exist yet. So I might, like for the first time, might do a piece after this sound. Like I imagine like a forest at night, and that might work for yh⁴. So yeah, that's really cool. And that's how things work, you know, usually with my stuff. Like I just made this audio and it made me think of a piece, and I might work on it and make the visual stuff for it. So now we'll go again to Kinetic Toys and keep on searching a sound for this piece. That sounds really good. This one sounds kind watery sound. But yeah, no. No. This is a really this plugin tries to like toys and stuff, so the sounds are in that aesthetic, but they're also really organic, and I really like it. Some sound. This one is watery, but pretty cool. Sometimes this one. I might like leave the sound of the water really yeah, it sounds cool. But I'm not sure about using it right now for this piece. So it's just about like keep on trying to find the sound that I'm looking for, which I'm not sure which is, but when I hear it, I will. Yeah. It's cool. Well, I don't know if you are with listening to this, but these ones are like so spacey and come from this place to this other place. I don't know if you feel the same to me, but I think this plugin I went crazy and I haven't ended to use it. I got almost all my pieces. And I keep on discovering things like you can tweak everything. Get so much different stuff from the same sound. It's amazing. But as I say, I'm still looking for this. This plugin might not have the actual sound, which would be fine. Let's see. I'm gonna use that. Use that. Maybe it doesn't even be part of the piece. But I do want to show you how we're about to end the session. So I do want to show you when I'm searching for some wind sounds and stuff. You can already. Reverb to this. Here in this computer I'm full of plugins and stuff that I've been using for a lot of years and that I love. I'm gonna, because yeah, I don't like that melody honestly, but and this will be possibly part of the piece. The texture, like the ambience tone, and you can make it wider. This definitely goes like some wind. These two, and I transition between these two smoother by doing this. Yeah, I'm not liking at all the sound that I picked. So I might look for water. I am filled with different samples. We got this trickling water, which I use a lot, and if to give texture to the whole piece. It sounds cute. So yeah, looking up for all these files, and I these textures, which gives them depth to the piece. I will look up for an 808, which is this. That sounds like really. It will appear in the second half of the piece. So I may start adding it right now. We are using, despite this possibly won't be like the final melody or anything, but this is a C. Oh, so we're looking for this one sound, but it might be what I'm looking for. See what I was saying? Like, it is what I'm looking for. Like, I want to create this like threatening feeling to this Kenya, which is this red fish. So I I want to add this kind of 808, which gives like this monstrous and dark feeling. So yeah, that's would like it to be longer. I'm gonna check if I can do that by doing this. Huh. What if I do this? Bro, I take out the formats. Yeah, it's ruined. I'm possibly gonna duplicate it this way and just use it. That sounds pretty cool how it. So I'm gonna give this a fade out, and we're fine there. And that's how I would play with melodies. I would start like trying different stuff, and just hearing over and over again to check what is it that I'm looking for. I don't really like this melody. I'm just showing you how the process would be of creating, but I did like this too, so I'm gonna paste it right here. I'm gonna erase this one, Ctrl C, and it's just F, C, and a D sharp, so I'm gonna enter that. And what I would do is I would start like putting play to the thing, searching for this one. I would do this, and I just put play to it. that's how I usually do that. I just start making the music and the piece while I make the music, and I play both at the same time, and I like similar between each other, which in this case wasn't, but that's part of my process. But I am gonna use the ambience that I made for it, which is like this wind and this trickling water and possibly this 808 that I added. So yeah, it's already an hour past. We are really few today, so any question or comment, I'm here for you. But if not, I want to say thank you everyone for hearing me and for watching my stuff. I wanted to show you the inside and the way that I create the music for my pieces from the inside. So I am glad that I'm able to do so, and that my computer, my old computer, pretty good with it. And I'll see you on the following sessions next week, which will be more about sharing with community and interacting with the spectators. And I want to talk about community and how something, when it's made um, in group, can be so much more powerful. That's what I want to cover in the week. Yeah, I definitely did use vocals and stuff. I do sing, so I get a lot of pieces that I'm singing. And actually, I'm the file that before leaving, if you're down, I'm going where I actually used my voice and I say a phrase which is in Spanish, and I'm gonna show it to you. And also vocal notes, as you were asking. This song, which is not it's called Haciendo las cosas, and that means doing the things that a ghost. And this wasn't a part of my life when I felt like I was like, and and in the start of the song I'm like talking to myself, and I was doing the stuff that a ghost would do, like meaning that I was like disappearing and in this one I'm not singing, but I am talking at the start. So I might show you this one if we're fine. We're already 5 minutes, so we'll end up with this one. I'm gonna show it to you. It's not this one. It is this one right here. Te vuelve y vuelve a estar repitiendo tus palabras, haciendo la misma cosa, volviéndome loco. Possibly this song will end up having like some maybe singing in this part of the song, and in this one that is coming too. But I really like how it sounds. Yeah. Okay, that's the song, and that's I got a lot of songs, and I got many that are more like on the indie side, and maybe me playing the guitar and singing, which are from some years ago. But this song that I just showed is more reminiscent of the artistic view that I'm on right now, and I wanted to show it because it's like really related to the things that I'm doing right now. For me, it's like really visual and organic, and I really like how it ended. And I used words that Noel was asking. So yeah. Um. Oh, I was missing a lot of stuff that you were saying. Seems like let me check. Uh. Yeah. Definitely those female voices. I wanna have those female voices. I do have my girlfriend, which has a really beautiful voice, so we might uh use that in some kind of way. Oh, I'm glad that you like that song. I'm really glad that's not uploaded to any place. I hope that I find the courage and the willing to start uploading my music. Um, and once I do it, I will tell you so you can hear it in SoundCloud or in any platform that I do. So, and well, now being 7 minutes past 7, I wanna thank you very much for hearing and sharing with me. I'm glad that it was super fun. I actually don't know how these sessions feel from the outside. I know that I'm like very chill. I'm talking really slow. So I hope that despite of that, they're interesting. I want to show my creation from the inside, and I'm glad that you found it interesting. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend, and I will see you in these days. I will leave the studio.